Hello, hello! Welcome
Are we
back.
doing this already?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes, we're doing this already. We're improvising here. This is the first time I ever fucking doing this, so we'll make it work. Alright. So, hello, it is me, Heble. I have a special guest here. You probably already heard him. Introduce yourself, bitch.
I am shitting my pants currently.
Awesome.
That's my full name on YouTube. You can search me up. I am shitting up my pants currently on youtube.com
I wonder if
slash
I
shitting my pants currently.
put up an ad, would that actually give me something, or is that like just does that exist, or has
I'm
that been
sure that there's
banned?
at least one YouTube channel called Shitting My Pants or something like that.
But yeah, this is fucking cheesy. I got Cheesy's here. Cheesy's really cool. I think he's more intelligent when it comes to law discussions than I am.
I definitely am.
Absolutely.
I've
So
watched your videos.
yeah. Yeah, like I like to think I know what I'm talking about, but I really don't.
And that's not to say that you don't know anything. Like clearly you've learned a lot
Yeah.
over the years. Like we've known each other for a while, and I know that you've picked up a lot of stuff from me and from like other things and like the Smash scene and like the LoL community in general.
Yeah,
But
I get all of it
like
from you guys.
I've been around the block.
Yeah, so like for comparison, like I've never played a competitive game of Smash in my entire life. All of my like game knowledge has come from Cheesy kicking my ass in like any platform fighter we play. And he also plays competitively a little bit.
Yeah. Not too
So
much or like not too much in terms of tournaments, but like I always play to win.
yeah, and you
And
you,
I
you
like
basically know what
I
you're
like
talking
being high
about.
ranked.
Haven't you won a couple tournaments too? Like small ones,
I have
obviously.
very small tournaments. I have won.
Yeah.
And I've gotten like second and third at a lot of locals and stuff like that.
Hmm. So you know
So
what you're
not
talking about.
not an impressive resume, but it's a resume.
Yeah, for the LoL community, that's more than enough. I feel like
No, I'm definitely I'm almost certainly the best like Smash player in general when it comes to the overall LoL community.
yeah, I can agree with that. That's actually a
Like
video
maybe
topic.
Esri is up there, but who knows?
Yeah, that's actually a video topic I would like to get into it someday. But that is not what we are discussing today. So, I wanted to do a little funny new series of podcasting. I don't know what I'm going to call it as of right now. I threw a couple names around, but nothing's really sounded right to me just yet. Or I just talk to maybe just Cheesy. I don't know.
Or other guests
Other guests,
could
I don't know
have.
if I'll have more than one, but I just think it's easier to talk with Cheesy because it's funny whenever I say things that are wrong and you correct me.
Yes. See, this is what you call the podcast the Butt Boy Brigade.
The Kick Patowski Brigade made proud. The Patowski Brigade. No, the Patowski Brigade. Yes,
Perfect.
it's perfect. But yeah, I wanted to bring Cheesy on for a very special video today because this is something I've kind of wanted to do for a bit. I was originally gonna make this just part of the the how good is series, but I was like, you know what, this has like a lot more going on with it that I could just turn this into a whole podcast thing, and also I don't feel like I'm qualified enough to do this myself. So the funny discussion point of today: why are Rushdown characters rare in LoL?
Yes.
Yes. This is something that I especially wanted to. You needed to be here for because you're kind of the reason why any exist at all. Like
Yeah, there's
I'm thinking of
very
there's not many at all. Like I have a list of like four. There's like a Kaminashi Nozumi. There's Wahoo from Lawlers Mod, and I think Perry counts.
Oh, Perry's absolutely a
Yeah,
rushdown,
Perry's
yes.
definitely a Rushdown. And then like the Sega Hard Girls, like the orange one. I don't remember her name.
The
I've never.
orange one.
I don't remember consoles I've never
That's
played.
Dreamcast, I
Dreamcast.
believe.
Okay, yeah, and she doesn't totally count because that's more of a thing that's happening now after she got the update patch. Before that, it was just like those three, I think. I think, you know what? Actually, before we continue any further, I just want to make add this into the video. So, when I was working on a thumbnail, just like spitballing this idea in a private group I'm in, I mistakenly thought Carcat was a Rushdown character because on the wiki he is a Rushdown character. That is not the case. Cheesy was very quick to just smite me down for that blasphemy.
Yeah, no, and that's part of the weird kind of misconception that a lot of like the LoL community I feel like has about Rushdown and offensive play in general, because Karkat pretty much has like everything that like I love Shad. Shad is one of my favorite people
Oh
ever,
yeah,
and
absolutely.
like
Yeah,
yeah, it's one of my favorite LoLs ever as well. Beatdown is amazing,
Beatdown is
but
great.
like Karkat, for a character that's supposed to be Rushdown, has a shit ton of disjoints, has like two projectiles, has an anti-trap move and all this shit. It's like none of this stuff really equates to you playing offensively at all. Like this is stuff where it's like I'm going to what's it called? I'm going to like catch your landings with this projectile with like the sickles and all that shit.
You made a
And
comparison to like Toon Link, I think, at one point,
yeah,
which made
no.
so much more
Like
sense to me.
Toon Link and Young Link are like those are what I feel like a lot of people imagine for like when they're designing characters and they make a rush down character quote unquote or like some kind of offensive character quote unquote. I feel like you want to be Fox or Falcon or Roy, and then it just ends up being Toon Link and Young Link and shit like that because people end up like putting all these like projectiles and these like weird like traps and stuff onto these characters for basically no reason and kind of skewing the definition of how a rushdown character should actually like be designed.
Yeah, so like that was like one of the things that I've always thought about. I feel like it kind of goes into like play style stuff as a whole, kind of like taking too much of a chokehold on the community some points. But that's like again another video I'll probably get into at some point. But yeah, we wanted to talk about like why are they like why does this happen so much?
I wrote down a few notes as to like
Yeah.
I have a couple of points
All right, go ahead.
for
You're the guest
uh
here.
let me just like check over some of this shit. Yeah, oh okay. Fucking the first thing is that like Rushdown characters like inherently go against a lot of like the perceived level of creativity in the LoL community.
mm,
Because when you think of like creative movesets, like what do you think of? I when I'm thinking of creative movesets initially like in my mind, I'm thinking of like, oh, this character puts down this thing onto the ground and then they can move that thing or like the thing interacts with their specials and shit like that, right?
mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like a design like that does not fall into Rushdown at all. But that's like the majority of a lot of the design space that comes with making like a creative character for a lot of people. Like a lot of people love to have the slip traps, the assist characters. They like to have the walls in their move sets. And that's a lot easier to put into like a video editing format where you're not playing it
mm-hmm.
and you don't actually feel like the effects of those things.
Yeah, that was like one of the things that I wrote down as well. Is just like maybe just word it a little bit in a different way. Is just like LoL movesets inherently they don't like when you think of make a LoL moveset compared to a Smash moveset. It's all about like being like adapting things from a source into a moveset thing, and it's just like it's just a lot more interesting and cooler to just like make an object that kind of does a really random and strange thing, and all the character has to balance around that, rather than like a movement option or something like that. It's kind
Yeah.
of it's easier to just mix a thing that does that for you instead of like making it a part of the character, I guess, in some
Yeah, like
ways.
you see someone like someone in like a LoL character source and they're like launching something, like they're throwing something or like they're shooting something. It's like bam, that's in your mind you think special move, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like they shoot this thing, so how am I going to make this thing unique? But uh it usually when you see someone like do like a punch or something that's really like close up, like you're not immediately thinking special move, you're thinking normal.
You're thinking of normals, exactly. That's the problem. Is like it's way easier to identify something that is quote unquote special compared to like how do you what do you do with characters that like most characters aren't defined by oh they go really fast across the screen or something like that. So that
Yeah,
doesn't
there are
help
very
either.
few like LOL characters specifically that even do that. Even like Homestar, who is like supposed to be like, oh, he runs and he's like really fast, like that's his whole thing. Like even
Yeah,
he has like a bunch of like
weird
weird
shit.
projectiles and stuff like that.
Yeah, we were talking about that when we were doing the tier list thing for just beat down characters in general. That's another private thing we're doing. Homestar is deceptively kind of nuts because he has like a lot of stuff, while also just being super fast and meant to be very physically inclined.
Yeah, he's like fucking Sonic on crack.
Yeah, which is weird to think about, and also very not
Sonic is
good.
already on crack, basically.
Yeah, like the more I think about it, oh, it's not good.
Have you watched like competitive Smash Ultimate in recent memory? There's a lot of Sonic going around.
Yeah, I've seen some clips, but I've definitely heard the outcry way more than I like seen. Like he can just run away from everybody. I mean, when you're that fast, you can just kind of choose not to play.
Yeah,
Imagine
like
that, but like now you can set something on the stage that forces an opponent to get around it. Then it's like, okay, now Sonic and Steve have had a devil child, basically.
it's like I am going to blaze across the stage, and also you can't approach me.
It's like that's the worst combination. And I think that is just like what happens so much is that like even if you get like a character in Law that people want to designate as a Rushdown character, it usually just like they will always have like a an object or a thing that they're just gonna throw out because like oh they just do that.
Yeah,
I think she doesn't really totally count as a Rushdown. I think she's meant to be hit and run, but the new Konata moveset really kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Like she has the neutral B that does throw out a projectile, and a lot of her other moves are all about like being super burst movement options and things. And the
yeah, she has quite a
projectile,
few things that
yeah,
are like pretty good in like up close range or for just like moving forward at your opponent in general. And like the one projectile that she does have with like the fucking cornet dukin, whatever the fuck it's
yeah,
called, it's like it's limited because it's
yeah. It's
a little
slow.
slow.
Yeah, you have to
It's
actually
just
like input something to make it do anything different too. So it's like it's unique too. It's creative, but it's not like you can't rely on it and just spam it like you would a lot of other projectiles in Law.
yeah, you can't zone with it is the thing. You can fucking throw it out for additional damage or to catch someone like with an edge guard off stage and shit like that, or to catch someone's landing. But you can't just like run away and cornet, run away,
Yeah,
cornet, run away, cornet. Like that won't work because it's not a strong enough projectile for that. And she also doesn't have like enough going around the projectile. Like she doesn't have traps. She doesn't have any of these like weird things that would make it so that spamming one like projectile or multiple projectiles would even be worth it. So like you would
mm,
still want to go in as Konata.
yeah. Eventually, you do want to because again, she's meant to be kind of hit and runish, but you know, she needs to also just get away. And she's not going to be using a projectile or spam her way out of that.
Yeah. It's a good way to pace the neutral, but it's not going to win you the entire game.
Yeah, and that's like I think another. I didn't make a note for this, but I'm kind of just realizing it now. I guess another reason why we have a big problem with characters not being rushed down is I know not many people totally care about frame data, but I mean when a lot of projectiles just come out instantly. I
Yeah,
mean,
there's a
why
lot of those
wouldn't?
laws that have like the frame one moves and stuff like that. Like there's no actual startup on certain things.
See, at that point, I mean, okay, you can just spam that now. I mean, there's nothing stopping you because there wasn't anything in the first place that's preventing you from doing that.
Like speaking of frame data, one of the things that I did want to, while we were here, I did want to recommend certain things that could be done in order to like make it so that designing a rushdown character would be easier, or like
Yeah.
designing any sort of like offensive play.
I think that would also be good. You're the expert here. We might as well provide advice because I can't do this for Rushdown.
Yeah, because like, what do you think about with like rushdown? You just think of like running at your opponent and then like doing a long string of combos and shit.
Yeah, actually,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's like the initial like thought for something like that. Uh, what Rushdown requires a lot more than like a zoner playstyle or like any sort of like trap based character is that you need to have an understanding of shield mechanics,
Mm,
because shield pressure is actually one of the main things that's really good about rushdown characters. You think Fox, like Fox in Ultimate has uh his back air, which is insanely good on shield. It's like an inherent mix up, like due to his fall speed and its safety. It's not the most safe like on shield move in the game, but hitting like Fox back air low on shield is safe enough that it's such a mix up to even like go for something, because as soon as you back air onto someone's shield, Fox can like jump and then fall back down with another back air like immediately. And if you whiff versus Fox, then you're taking that back air immediately afterward.
yeah.
So
So,
what I would I know that was a lot of like that was a word soup right
well,
there.
no, actually, I
But
kind of, I kind of get what you're saying. I'll say it after though. You're the guest
but
here.
But I think like we as like the law community could do a lot better when it comes to working around shield mechanics. A lot of people when they think shield mechanics are just like, oh well, I'm just going to like throw out this move and like there's a shield break property to it. Like, something
That's
has
true. Yeah.
Like Marth's fucking, what's it called? The Dragon Slayer, or the I think it's no, I think it's literally called the Shield Breaker,
Yeah, it is just called Shield Breaker.
the
Yeah, I
neutral V.
forgot about
Like
it.
a lot of characters have like moves like that where it's just like, oh well, like this move is just going to hit the shield and it's going to break it. But
Yeah, I see that a
instead
lot.
instead for a rushdown character, I think priority should be done on like the safety on shield of certain moves. So
Hmm.
like you hit someone's shield and it's maybe like like -4 or -5 on shield, which is very very good.
Yeah.
And uh what's it called? You could show off what you could do after the fact. Like imagine, I'm gonna go back to the Fox example. Imagine like back airing on shield with Fox, and you hit someone's shield with back air, and then imagine it's a Lawl move set, and you're showing that after back airing, uh, the opponent could not punish it. Like they tried to do like an out of shield option immediately
Yeah, they
afterwards,
tried like
and
maybe a neutral air or something like that. Maybe I don't
yeah, and it misses because it's too slow, because the move was too safe.
know.
Like
Hmm.
the Fox back air was too safe. That would be a good way to demonstrate uh that like a rushdown character can go in and do things like with going in. It's not just about like hitting a move and then getting a combo. You can also just like pressure someone's fucking entire being pretty much.
Yeah, I remember like there was a specific character that I keep going back to, and I keep forgetting like how good this moveset is. Like I've never really watched Lawlers Mod until recently. And
I still have not
Wahoo,
watched that
yeah,
law.
I haven't really done that much yet, but I kind of wanted to do a little bit. I think, and after like I think one of the randomizer matchups, we got Wahoo for some reason. I genuinely didn't know what to think because like, okay, it's a Serpalo character. And I feel like that character is like somehow probably like one of my favorite Rushdown characters because he really just like conveys like, okay, what do you need? Just more options, just more options like after you do a move, like because his first move. I mean, actually, I'll post the move set here. I don't know. You can like check it out if you want.
I'm on the page right now.
Yeah. So like I remember watching it, and he just has like no projectiles like whatsoever. His neutral special and side special are just moves that they can combo into each other, or he can do an aerial out of them, and they're both just movement options. And you just kind of have to like get the fuck away from.
Oh yeah, I'm watching it right now. I see he stomps like
Yeah,
on the opponent's head.
he can do the stomp, but like it was always like it was the side B especially that scared me. But yeah, like the neutral B, he can do an aerial. After that, he can. It's going into detail. Okay, yeah, he can also B reverse it. Like okay, you're showing that he can do other things instead of he just jumps forward. Like he has ways to like mix it up and act around it. It gives him options. And that's kind
Yeah,
of like the first thing I think it was like Rushdown characters should probably have like if they have a movement option at all, like they should be able to just combo out of it, like or have like something more, like show it. Like that kind of is what gives them their DNA. They need that extra bit of help beyond just being able to dash forward.
yeah,
Bonus points if it helps them counteract a character that is spamming projectiles as well, because LOL has a lot of that.
yeah. That's why I think it's also a good thing to have shit like armor
Yeah,
for moves like that.
we don't see a lot of characters with armor in LOL. Surprisingly, that's another weird thing.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rarity. In terms of just like what's it called? Utilizing it at least as like a burst movement option. I don't think many burst movement options in LoL in general have armor.
Yeah, not really, which would help a
Which
lot
like
of area recoveries, especially.
yeah.
I know, like a horrible example, but I remember Tito Dick. I think was for the longest time one of the characters I just assumed had like super armor on his recovery. He does not. It just
Well,
feels like it would.
he's covered in flames. He's got the fire hitbox.
Yeah,
So
but I
that's
mean, like if I hit him with a sword, I would feel like he would just power through the pain or something like that. But yeah, like Rushdown characters, like there are ways, like even beyond just like frame data stuff, like you easily can just simplify it down to like okay, they have like a character is known for like specific movement option, just make it more like practically useful. And I know that's probably like one of the problems with Rushdown characters is probably like just like someone just looks at it and they're like, how do I make this interesting? How do I make this fun? And that's never really fun to most creators, unfortunately, making that kind of thing fun. They like
that
items
why
more.
was my character is not what is he gonna do if I can't shoot the gun and then have the gun like infect the character and then I have the boss mode where I control what the actions they do afterwards.
Yeah, like crazy shit like that. You can't do crazy stuff like that in LoL. That's considered like too normal. Which I think like especially nowadays because they are so rare though. I feel like Rushdown characters are like they would be more interesting now like if we did do them because they aren't as common compared to other weird stuff LoL has. I want, people to get crazy with that kind of thing on Rushdowns instead.
I do think that's interesting that again, there's actually so many zoners and so many trap-based characters that a character moving at you and wanting to stay on you is actually a rarity. I think that's funny.
Yeah, like you'd think it would be more common, but like it's really not, which is like I
Like the
want to see
most we
more of
get are like
it.
mix-up characters and shit like that, like mix-up and hit and run characters that aren't
Yeah,
really rushed down, but like do have some offensive prowess. Like I'm pretty sure that Flippy had stuff like that.
yeah, he had like
He
a
had
lot of
certain
traps, I think,
He had a lot of
especially.
traps, but like he also had like some things where I think he like grabbed the opponent and then like fucking like shoved the poison down their throat or
That's
something. You could
right. Yeah, so
like
he does
ignite
want to
them.
get in at some point to take
Like
them
there are
out.
some things that he can do up close, but it's not too much. It's not enough to like it's not enough that I would enter a
Classify
tournament
him.
and
Yeah.
no, it's not enough that I would enter a tournament and I would play this character and I would choose to go in. Like no, if I have all these tools, I am still going to like fight you from like half screen.
Yeah. Which is like, I mean, it's just why I really like Wahoo. Just because, like, I remember when we were doing the randomized matchup, specifically, like, we didn't know what to do because he was just that powerful for a Rushdown character. Like, I don't remember who his opponent was, but he was just fucking ridiculous. And I like, it was awesome, honestly, to have a character like that. Like, okay, I'm going to approach you, find some way to get out of this situation. And I love that. I love that. Like, I want more just like of that kind of character because it is so rare. Because like, what was it, the side B cape move where he just spins, it's also just funny. Like, I feel like especially for like this kind of character, just like have this unstoppable momentum really helps benefit the character. Like, I love characters like that. Oh my god, Kaminashi Nozumi, especially one of your characters, does that especially well. I just love like how much movement she has. Like, she's nuts. She
She's
really
a
is
little
just
too
like a
nuts.
Captain America. Yeah.
She's a little too nuts. I remember the side B has like 5 jumps, and I'm like, hold up, nah, I gotta.
Yeah. I mean, like, I can kind of see like they're not like super big jumps, so I don't know how helpful they would be. And
It's just, but that would be like a mix-up like menace, because it's just like I could side
ooh,
B and then I could like fucking move back and forth like with the jumps, and then I could either just like cancel it or choose to move at you like at any point during that. It's an insane mix-up.
yeah, we have talked about it like a couple of times. You know that your characters, like in this, especially that specific era, they were super nuts. So I totally
Yeah,
get it.
definitely. Law What-If balance patch gotta happen at some point.
It's coming soon, TM. Trust me, it's happening.
Soon, in
You
like
heard it here
five
first,
years.
folks.
In like
Sure.
5 years, this is gonna fucking
In 100 years. I
Years,
mean,
Morty.
100 years, Morty. Uh, trying to like think what else. None of that comes to mind because like I mean we touched on a lot of the points already pretty fast.
I think one of the things that like another thing that I would like to see is the implementation of moves that have jump canceling.
That has been a thing I see a little spotty in places, but it is cool whenever it comes out. It's like
Yeah,
how slowly over time we started like emphasizing, can you act out of shield with like or shield after using or charging a projectile? That started happening more often once it became more widely known that, oh yeah, this is a good quality of life to have for a character
yeah.
when you wear that
But
canceling.
also just like on hit for like a jump canceling thing. Like obviously like the first thing that most people will think about with that is like Fox's shine
Oh yeah.
in melee. You can just fucking shine and then wave dash and shine and then wave dash. You can do that over again. But I think like a lot more moves could have like jump cancel properties with that, as long as it's like on hit and not just like on shield, because then that would lead to fucking stupid unpunishable shit.
Mhm.
There's one character that I have been thinking about, like if I were to do like a what if like reboot at some point.
Ooh.
And one of the ideas that I had is that it's a multi-hit move that if it hits someone, then you can jump cancel out of it, and you can continue. You can continue with like a combo. Like you can do that multi-hit move into like jump cancel into up air, forward air, something like that.
Ooh,
But
okay,
if you hit
okay.
the shield and you don't actually hit anyone, then you have a shit ton of lag and you get punished for it.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. The first thing that comes to mind is like it's not probably not the best example, but I'm thinking of like me brawlers, the funny rapid punch neutral beat thing. I think, but like actually
I
good.
understand what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, but like that, but like good basically.
Like that where it's like if you hit the shield then like you're stuck, but if you fucking hit someone then it like does the full move.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I like the sound of that. Yeah, as a me brawler enjoyer.
I do like that. But like fucking uh in general uh just better implementation of shield mechanics I think is very necessary. I think
Mhm.
more armored moves is necessary. Um Burst movement options is like that's a main staple for Rushdown characters.
Yeah, that we've
Rushdown,
been seeing more of that lately in Rushdown. I think that's the thing that we are accepting now is
yeah.
burst, go
Then
fast
like jump
now.
canceling would be cool to have. I would love to see more people like show off more combos. I know LOL like certain LOLs do that. LOL Dreams does that a lot,
Oh yeah, so
showing off
Lawlmlette is really
combos
good
and
about
shit.
that. Yeah,
I think Aureus does it
yeah.
occasionally.
Orius does it now and then. Whenever it happens, it is a treat.
Yeah, it's always just nice to see fucking combos. 'Cause it also shows off like the potential of your character.
In
Just
motion.
yeah, in motion. It shows off fucking what they can do, what their damage output is actually like. Because whenever we do like LOL matchup discussions, a lot of it is just like theoretical. We
Yeah,
don't actually even really know like the damage numbers or like the positioning that certain people or like certain characters would need for
hmm
certain things, like for certain combos and shit.
yeah. That is what makes it fun, of course, though, because like, we can just like
Yeah,
spitball whatever, and we can just say, okay, yeah,
yeah,
that works.
it's still fun.
It's fun.
Still do whatever you need to do.
Do whatever you need to do. Like there's ways. I do wonder though, do, like I don't know, because LOL inherently is kind of super nutso. Like I mean I know like when we talk about like oh competitive like oh what if this was like balance and stuff. I kind of also like the idea of LOL specifically not always being super competitively inclined, but like everyone is broken. Everyone has something nuts they can do. So
It's
like
like Brawl Minus.
yeah, like Brawl Minus basically. Yeah, like 'cause, like we have all these really strong boss characters and trap characters and zoners. Like I want the extreme in a rushdown character in LoL. I want to see people like even if it might be a little broken. I mean, if your rest of your roster is also nuts, like give them some sauce too. Like they need that.
Yeah,
Like do get a little. There's ways to get creative, with special moves without like making them too oppressive. But also like it is also fun to make things kind of nuts. That's
yeah,
part of like why people like LoL a lot.
yeah. It's always fun to fucking have stupid shit that just kind of works. It's just,
Yeah, like
uh,
it's the best.
what was it? What's like a good example of that that I think? Well, I think this is broken, and I think this was patched. But shit, like no, I don't think it was patched. But fucking Skinner, like Skinner and Nova has like the
Mm.
fucking gerbil or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah, no, I know what you're
and
talking
like
about. Yeah,
he,
you
he
get.
can like break you out of grabs and shit. Like
I love that. I know it was kind of broken specifically, but I think the fact that Skinner's fucking gerbil in the middle of like a Smash Bros. LOL match, being able to break you out of a grab, I think that's inherently funny, and I think that added to the character, if anything.
yeah,
I think that's funny. Like, I mean, obviously, we talk about balancing stuff all the time, but stuff like that, it's always like a balancing. Like make, some things are funny and some things are broken, and it's okay to keep them that way because that's part of the charm.
yeah. I think that that's a beautiful thing. Trying to make sure that like the fucking you don't lose the character uh in the process of making the moveset. You still gotta keep them lighthearted and fun, and
Hmm
make sure that you have those like little elements that make the character feel fucking goofy. I think
Yeah.
that's always great.
Well,
That's one of the other things, and actually like another thing that I will bring up for like balancing a character a little better when it comes to making a character that's not projectile focused
hmm
while giving them a projectile is just to have the projectile be short range.
Yeah, no,
Like
making it like not be able to be spammable from across the stage will always help.
yeah,
Tell
because
me like an
there's
acrylic
like
arrow.
that's the thing that happened with Ed in What If is that I wanted Ed to be able to shoot out the buttered toast,
Butter
but I
toast.
did not want him to be able to just like throw it out at long distance and like that's his neutral. Like that goes against the whole like half grappler, like bruiser, like style character that he's supposed to be. So I was like, okay, I'm going to let him have the butter toast projectile, but it only goes like 2 eds away before it disappears.
Yeah, it's like a ledge thing, like as you showed in the video. It's Noriyazawa. Like it's kind of just meant to be more annoying, if anything.
Yeah, it's like it's like goddamn it, it's not even that fucking. It's not even going across the stage. Why is this hitting me? Why am I getting hit by this shit?
And that's funny. Like that's like butter toast isn't a very complicated move, but like the fact that it is just like a big bubble and like in front of him, and a lot of characters with a super fast recoveries are just gonna keep constantly getting bonked by that in LOL, which is great. It's funny. It's a silly interaction that Ed probably would get. It's,
Very fun.
it's good. It's good.
It's great.
Yeah. Uh,
All right, is this probably where we're wrapping up the video?
yeah, I'd say this. I think we've said all we could say. We've given our advice. I think we got it. You got it. Take notes. I hope you're taking notes. That's the whole reason we did this.
Yeah, why the fuck? Nah, I bet fucking half of y'all didn't even come fucking prepared with a pen and paper.
You could at
Fucking
least
assholes.
brought crayons. Like, come on, dude.
Rust some Crayola.
Yeah, you got some. You know how people like fast food places and restaurants, they sit down, they give like kids like
Got like the placemat.
the yeah, I mean that's the best. You gotta have like
I
those little diner
don't.
crayons.
What are you doing there? What are you doing there, Sheldon? Bobby, I'm trying to do the Smash Brothers Law shout. It is gonna be for this new object show character, Blingo Blongo.
Oh
He's
no,
gonna toss the projectile, but like Cheesy said, he won't toss it at full range. He'll only toss it right in front of him.
that's my boy.
I'm learning.
Learn. That's all you need, man. It's just that's all you need, and it's perfect. It's perfect. All
Maybe
right.
next time, we'll have like a discussion on like toxic zoning or something
Oh,
like that.
that's like I think I was debating on like I think we should just go to the other extreme as like we need to talk about Yomika pre-nerf.
Yeah, Yomika, fucking Hotel Mario from Mad,
Oh
uh,
God.
Dreamcast, no, Mega Drive from Sega Hard Girls
Yeah,
from
before her
Nova.
nerf as well, when she had
Like
all the
those
healing.
fucking characters that like flood the stage with giant ass fucking things and you can't do anything about it.
It's great.
I I think that would be a funny video.
I would love to talk about it. That's like the next extreme we should talk about. Yeah. All
That'd be
right.
beautiful.
I'm gonna write that down for now. Say your funny farewells to the audience that is totally watching. Oh, it's so rude.